you guys feeling?
Ooh.
This was the greatest day of my life.
I literally, the birth of my son, getting married to my soulmate.
That's two?
And then today.
Oh.
Today was amazing.
Yeah, this was better than all of that. Oh, yeah.
So you guys were on this morning for...
we did the show.
Then you took off?
Took off. We were able to get like media passes. We thought, oh, this is going to be awesome. We get to go in the field. We meet Blitz. We're like, this day can't get any better. Next thing you know, the team's locker room door is open. They're all just hanging out in there. And we were like, what happens if we just walk in? And we hung out with them for like an hour.
Nobody said anything. And we decided if we get kicked out, hey, at least we tried.
Yes.
But we never got kicked out. No one questioned.
You didn't say we're from KISW? Nothing?
Nothing. No. Like, and we're just in there, and all of a sudden, someone walks up to me. He's like, hey, man, love your jersey. And I'm wearing an Ernest Jones jersey. And it just so happened that was Ernest Jones telling me that he loved my... And I go,
Are you
I
kidding
don't know
me?
what else to say. I'm like... I love it too.
Really?
I got to bro down with Abe Lucas about being Cougs because we're basically the same, you know?
Yeah, basically the same.
Yeah, probably head to the same bars you went to.
Oh, yeah, the Coug. He
Coach
loves
Mike.
the Coug.
I called him Coach Mike, took a picture with us.
Really?
Dude, it was just great. Cooper Cup.
Was he cool about taking the coach, right? Because everybody wants him,
Well,
right?
Greg, they're riding high. They just won the Super Bowl, so they didn't care.
Everybody said yes. Nobody said no to us.
JSN smiling from ear to ear for what reason? I think we can figure out. But he was just like, yeah, I'll take a picture with you guys.
Did you guys smell any weed back there? Because some of the things, the hits we're getting on YouTube, they said, look, we're watching John Schneider give a speech, but we're distracted because in the background, we're pretty sure they're passing a vape. Ted, you said it could have been a cigarette or a blunt.
Right. You could just see somebody in the background was like, guys.
It wasn't just cigars.
It smelled like Seattle in Seattle.
Okay.
All right. Were any of the old school players? Did you see any of those guys?
Like Jim Zorn,
Jim Zorn, Matt Hasselbeck, Marcus Trufant, Richard Sherman.
Cliff Averill.
Cliff Averill as well, Lofa Tatupu. The highlight that you mentioned, John Schneider. At some point, they're getting ready to go off for the parade. I locked eyes with him. He puts his hand in his pocket. He throws
did you
me
get
something.
one?
Yes.
Nice. I love Tiny Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Tossing out baby Jesus.
So now the new song is Hold Me Closer, Tiny Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I've got Tiny Jesus. He'll forever be in my pocket.
Now, were those guys also in the parade? Were they included in that?
Yes.
Were they,
Yeah.
Okay.
They had everybody that's associated with the organization was in the parade.
Miles, I'm pretty sure if we tried hard enough, we might have been able to get on one of those trucks. Like, it was just insane. Like, everybody was just in great spirits.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's right. So I was in the stands. I mean, I was on the front row, but I couldn't get over. I was telling them how many people were down there on the field. I was like, anybody who's like anything, just does anything in Seattle's down there.
Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck was just kind of hanging around, like just walking around with his family. Like, it wasn't like there was no entourage. It was
Right.
It was surreal.
Yeah.
It was
Now,
awesome.
did you guys get any interviews? Did you secure anything?
We weren't really allowed to do that.
Well, I mean, like to ask them to come on your show, like at a later date.
We got shot down by the park rangers, and we figured we should stop asking.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we were going to ask, but that was the one thing when they said we could get these media passes, like, do not broadcast live from here, and also no interviews. So I'm like, they never say anything about sneaking into a locker room.
But isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to give me a pass on the condition I don't have to work? Done.
It was
brother.
fantastic.
Take
It was
that
the
every
best.
time.
How's the inside of that locker room?
It was beautiful.
Is it? We're just walking around.
It was huge. Dude, we were a second away from getting to hold the Lombardi and take a picture with it.
Oh, really?
And the handler who had white gloves on, he's like, guys, I can't do it right now. We got to take it out there for the celebration.
Right, sure.
He's like, when we come back, you get a picture then. I'm like, dude, we're never going to
no
make
way
it.
we're coming back.
You should have jumped in the locker room, taking a shower.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Just
Even
the
Ernest
towels.
Jones like, hey, man, I'll get your autograph later. We'll meet up. I'm like, what? No.
When?
He's like, you don't have a Sharpie? I'm like, I didn't think I was going to get to meet you. Right.
This
Had
was
I
not the
known.
plan.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Jeez.
Unreal.
It was the best time.
That is insane. How many people do you think were down in the stadium?
Inside?
I mean, it wasn't. They didn't have all the seats like full for. I don't think they filled them all up. What would you say? Maybe like 30.
Yeah, probably at least
30,
that,
40,000 inside of
But
it.
that was a ticketed event, so that's still pretty significant.
And walking there, Ted, you could attest to it. It was just a sea of people, and all the bootleg T-shirts. I was impressed by how many.
There
people
were a ton. There were a ton when I was walking in.
Impressive, yeah.
What is the Marilyn Monroe thing? I don't even know that one.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's
You
bootleg
pointed it out
T-shirts
on the way back. The T-shirt with the Marilyn Monroe wearing a Seahawks shirt.
I did not point that out. I don't even know what you're talking about.
It can't be a real shirt because she was dead by that point.
I know.
There's got to be some connection, but I'm saying even I don't know what it is, but I almost bought one.
I do love all the players were rocking the Sam Darnold middle finger cigar shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, these guys love Sam Darnold. And he was freaking cool, too.
Of course he was.
Well, and after we saw those shirts, I found them online, and I bought one for Danny and one for Steve and one for me.
$17.99 a piece.
You guys going to start smoking Marlboro Reds in honor of your grandfather,
Obviously.
Dick Hammer?
Dick Hammer? That's my
Did you ask him about Mr. Hammer?
I did not.
Okay.
Did Brad smoke one? Your husband?
I don't know.
He was part of that agreement in October.
He was going to smoke a Marb Red?
Yeah, for Dick Hammer.
Holy cow. I'm not sure if he
Now,
did.
he gave up cigarettes, so that might be a different ball
Dick
game.
Hammer.
I'll have to see if he
I
held
smoked
up
two
his
and
end.
the rest of the pack.
So did you guys
Thank you.
did you guys just stay in the locker room as long as you could before you got kicked
Correct.
out?
We walked out with the team out of the tunnel. Literally, we're right behind them. So everyone's cheering.
Was there any other media people in there?
No!
It was just you guys?
We weren't supposed to be in
You're
there.
not even media.
Dude, only people in there, I swear to God, were the players and their families.
I will show you the
And
video.
us.
I took a video of us walking out behind the players as if we are part of the entourage, which we were not.
That's
It was
awesome.
great.
Everybody I went with, as soon as you guys started posting, they're like, dude. And I'm like, I don't know. I'll ask.
We still don't know. I walked in with like a Starbucks cup in my hand. I felt like that gave me like this aura of chill.
It does. Nobody wants to mess with a guy with a latte in his hand.
This is just a reminder to act as if. Act as if. If you walk up with your chin held high, your chest puffed
right.
out with confidence, no one's gonna.
You two can
question
hang
you.
out
No
with
one asked. No one asked where you were from. No one asked.
And from look at
Picture
me.
all of us, and then there's Danny also with a cup of coffee and a half-eaten bag of Doritos, like in the locker room. He's like,
Where do you get the Doritos?
I think from the media thing. I don't even know.
And there's so many smoking hot players' wives in there, and then there's me. Like I'm clearly not married to anyone in that locker room. Very clearly.
I kept pretending that I'm part of Ernest Jones' family since I was wearing his jersey. We look identical.
Some of the, as they would call them, wags, wives and girlfriends. But even from my view, we were like, holy yes.
Were you? Was he shocked that you were wearing his jersey?
He came right up to me, just was like fired up that I had the jersey on, and we just had like this real heartfelt conversation about like faith and other things. And
You got a baby
just-
Jesus.
it was a great moment, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, that's where it ends. Can I get on the? Yeah, it was just crazy.
Now,
Can I ride on your float?
Now, were people getting tuned up? Was there Bud Lights back there, or did they have drinks? with the players, or-
Ernest had my friend Ernest. He had I don't even know what it was,
giant
but
fancy bottle.
It looked like a very expensive bottle of booze that he was just walking around.
Was
with.
it open?
I wanted to get a swig out
Just
of it.
can I get a pull of that, brother?
I should have asked that.
Yeah,
I was like,
seriously. Yeah. That'd be the
I don't
first
have a
thing I'd have to-
Sharpie, but can I drink your drink?
I don't know you, but can I have a little
Was
of
it
that?
gold?
It was black.
black.
It looked like
All right.
it looked like a scepter.
Somebody had like the Ace of Spade champagne bottle, that giant gold one.
Yeah.
And he wasn't the only one with whatever this expensive elixir was.
Now, did you guys pile into a bar afterward or anything?
We went beforehand. We went into Gantry's Public House and
Yeah.
had a sex on the beach, which none of us had one of those before.
How was it? You've never had sex on the beach?
Fine. It was very fruity. I don't
is.
think I would drink more than two at one. In one
and then we
sitting.
also-
We ordered sex on the beach.
It's a long story.
Well, then we
Anyway,
got time.
then afterwards,
We told someone it was their 21st birthday in Yelm, and the first drink that they decided to have she had was sex on the beach. So we talked about it on the air. We were just like, none of us ever had a sex on the beach, so that was our goal. Not
was sex on
realizing
the
we'd have
beach.
it before we even had breakfast.
we also basically shotgunned a White Claw in the alley, and then
Shout
we
out
went
to
to the
Rocky.
hall.
Yeah, this guy Rocky had White Claws in his backpack and just hit.
Did you draw straws to see who would order that? So you wouldn't look
Danny.
like an
Danny
idiot?
did.
Oh, he did,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then we finished at the hall on Occidental, and that was a whole vibe. Everybody was eating chicken wings.
We met Wilson the pony. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that pony's still alive?
12thpony.com.
I met that pony in 2014.
Yes.
And that pony loves taking selfies. So I tried to
Yeah.
take a selfie with it, and it just shoved its face into my camera.
Who the hell is
It's a
this
little
pony?
small. I've told
It's
you
like a
about this
Shetland
before,
pony.
but the colors of the hair are blue and green.
And
I
it
have
even-
talked about this for a year. I can't believe he's still around.
It even had its hooves painted
look at it.
in glitter. Had a very nice pedicure.
The handler's like a blonde woman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, same pony.
Say
Yes, it was a whole day, a full day.
You're more excited about that than any of the players I mentioned.
Well, I didn't meet the players. I met that pony before.
We thought this was going to be the highlight of our day. Meeting the pony.
I cannot believe you guys snuck in.
I know.
I mean, did we sneak in?
No, you walked in.
Yeah, you kind of. Yeah, we just walked in.
You walked in.
And now we're friends with Ernest Jones, so we're going to do it again next year.
Wow.
And John Schneider threw me a little tiny Jesus.
Little baby Jesus.
Did you get a chance to talk to John Schneider at all?
No, he walked right by. I just locked eyes.
He
and
just
said,
took
"Give me
his
one."
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he talk? He just gave me some
Well,
Jesus.
he threw one on to Mike McDonald because he was in like the car behind them, and it landed on the roof. And I was tempted to just jump on. I'm like, but these military people, I felt like that would be weird if I just jumped on the roof to grab a little Jesus to steal the Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, why not Steve get tased?
And I thought, you know what? I'll just lock eyes with John Schneider. Maybe he'll throw one to me. And he did.
I'm gonna try that now.
I got
I'm gonna lock eyes and wait for my Jesus.
Well, first I thought you were throwing out Tootsie Rolls. I'm like, how many Tootsie Rolls does this guy have in his pocket?
Snacks.
I got I played in a golf tournament and then went to my buddy's bar. And this is right when they hired Mike McDonald. And so John Schneider's sitting in there, and I walk to the bathroom and I look at him, and he's got like a spreadsheet out, like he's working. But I'm like, you guys just hired our defensive coordinator. He just thumbs up. He's like, this is going to be good. And I was like, no, it's not. You just took our defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's going to be the man. I'm like, I know he's the man. Like the Ravens have a good defense, you know.
That's
and he's
why
like,
We did.
yeah, exactly.
And now we
that's the only
have one.
conversation I've ever had with a guy. Was that? And I was like, damn you, man. Like I wanted to flip him off. Like I cannot believe
That's why you didn't get a
he
Jesus.
just took our defensive coordinator. You son of a Exactly.
That's so great. Dude, I had a
Now we're
moment of
here
almost
today.
being embarrassed though. They were doing the whole speeches, and John Schneider was talking about how, like, you know, this is a team full of like people who dealt with tragedies, and he was listing everybody whose father passed away in the last year. So he's listening, and I almost yelled, "My dad died too!" I was like, wait a second, this is not the time to be like, "Oh,
on the way. All right.
Sean's dad died last year. We had the same conversation. It's been like 3 years for me, so I couldn't bring it up.
But it was like he kept the way he was saying it. It was like it was triumphant. Like,
There was
I know
angels.
right? So I wanted to be a part of that. I'm like, dude, my dad died as well. Let's go off.
Hell yeah. Go on.
How long did it take you to cut through to walk down?
It wasn't bad on the way. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad on the way back either.
No, it's just like what 10, 15 minutes. Like
But the
what it would
cars,
usually take. Yeah.
people that were in cars looked like they weren't moving very
So
fast.
were you able to actually get out of the stadium and then watch any of the parade at all?
We watched it from the TVs
bar.
at the hall on Occidental.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Looked fantastic. King 5 did a great job.
You guys working tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, speaking of King 5, some people brought up Wilson the pony. Someone says, I saw Wilson on TV today. So cute. I saw the pony on the King 5 stream.
Yes.
People are loving Wilson.
12thpony.com.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I brought it up a couple of weeks ago. People were like, oh, yeah, man. But I just didn't think that pony was still around.
Oh, he's still around, Ted.
She told us that pony has been to the players' houses for birthday parties.
Are you kidding me?
The kids love him.
Okay. The Seahawks that loved the pony the most, oddly enough, was Russell Wilson.
No Russell Wilson sightings?
No.
No.
Okay. Did you what was your line when you're like walking in? There's Sam Darnold. I gotta think of something to say. Like what are you saying when you're walking up to these guys who don't know you? And you're not part of the family or anything.
You know, it was more just like, hey, man, mind a picture? And then, like, introduce yourself and then grab the picture. Although I did, the Coach Mike, I want to say Mike, Coach Mike, can I get a picture with you? He's like, yeah. And as I'm taking a picture, I awkwardly go, thank you so much for what you did for us. And I'm like, wait
What's
a
wrong
second.
with that?
I don't know. It felt kind of dorky.
It was.
I mean,
Yeah.
but he just seems like a straight down the line guy.
Sincere, but it is dorky.
How about you, Taryn? What did you
Well,
say? Is it all just selfies with you guys? Can I get a selfie? Can I get
Our
a
phone
picture?
screener
Introduce
Dayton
first and then
got a
selfie,
great
yeah.
video of me, a candid video of me talking to Cooper Kupp, in which I am like overly animated, like, hi, it's so nice to meet you, blah, 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 being crazy. And he looks as chill as could be, probably like, get this psycho
I've
woman
already
out
got
of my
two of these
face.
women. It's okay. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. No, but just, they were all insanely nice. It was such a fun vibe.
Did you talk about some of your favorite places to go in Yakima?
No.
'Cause
The
there aren't
armpit,
any.
well, you go to Miners, obviously. That's where you go get a burger is at Miners.
Yep, yep.
Everybody knows that.
What a cool morning, though.
Unreal. Yeah, and like, dude, the once you asked for one person to take a picture with and he said yes, you're like, I think they'll all say yes. And then it was just like, all bets were off. Just walking up to them all, just saying hi and taking pictures.
They're on top of the world, man.
There's never a better time to ask them.
You know, you want a Super Bowl, then on top of that, on this day, it's like, hey, guys, I know you're still excited about the Super Bowl. Well, when you leave the stadium, there are 1 million people waiting to say thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
that's badass. Right?
Does it seem like it is set in for those guys? Are they kind of floating, or is
I think
it still...
this might have been the moment where it set in. Honestly, I think the parade might have, if anybody was still waiting for that moment, I think today solidified it.
You were saying, like, when the Super Bowl week is a blur.
Yeah.
You're doing all that crap down there, and then you play the game real quick, and then before you know it, you know what I mean, you fly home, you see your family, you see your friends, and all that stuff. But it takes a while for those kind of events, I would think, just to register in your head that you've done it.
Yeah.
And to realize how many fans and how many people
love you.
You made happy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? What you did to a city.
And they haven't even had quiet moments yet. You know what I mean? Like, I think those quiet moments are when things are really going to register.
Yeah.
But I think there's two things for them to get over. You know, one, you got to let the fact that you won the Super Bowl sink in, right? So today is the day I would think that it sinks in, but then it's probably going to take another 2 days for it to sink in that 1 million freaking people line the street of a city to say, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And there was a cool moment in the locker room. I don't know if you noticed. There was a few players that were just sitting at their locker room stall, just BSing with each other. And I'm thinking, like, for those guys, this might be the last time they're going to get to do that.
maybe. Yeah.
You know, and they got to do it on a high note, of course. But still, like, next season,
You don't know.
you,
And
you just don't know.
All those lockers have been cleaned out for weeks.
Yeah.
Since the NFC Championship game. So they don't have any of their helmets in there, any of that stuff. It's just,
Right.
it's just completely
Just the
empty.
booze.
Yeah.
And
just-
baby Jesuses.
Baby Jesus, a fancy elixir of some sort, and three knuckleheads on the radio. I feel like we belong.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
we did it right.
Hey, that's the best story of a long time. Huh?
I don't think I'll ever be able to top that. I mean, being such a big fan of the team.
Ted's
getting
like,
to see
how
them-
did they do that? I'm like, I don't
just
know.
was like, that is ridiculous.
It was right place, right time.
How did they get in there? Like,
we
I don't
kept
know.
waiting for somebody to be like, you guys need to leave.
Right.
And we left with them.
That's when you had to go.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Liz.
And they met Wilson, Ted.
Yeah. Well, I met a lot of
Hey,
people
sounds like
down
they had
at
a much better
King
day
Street.
than you did.
A lot of the cops said Ted liked the show. They said, where you
Cops?
going? I said, back to frickin' work.
Look at you, company man.
Oh, yeah. Trooper.
Thank you guys. I'm glad you guys had an awesome day.
dude,
That's-
thanks for
Thanks,
having us.
guys.
Yeah,
Go
amazing,
Hawks.
amazing. Our question: what is the farthest you've